let me share with you the idea of three. So, in business, we can say, oh, this company, that company, whatever. But let me tell you, the way I like to talk about three, it's a platform. Why is it a platform? In business, what do? Yeah, we can have the marketing, the idea of it, the science, the products, and yeah, we can sell some product and make money. But that is the very basic level of need, right? Right? What do we need? Food, clothing, money to survive. But what if we can overcome all that and start to realize something that we can help other people? Through three, this is an entrepreneur movement. It's a conscious one, because let me tell you something that's very important. When I got into the real estate business, studying at school, you know why I did that? Because my father was in real estate at that time. But did I really like real estate? I had no idea. You see? Many people go through life with no intentions. You understand what I'm saying? Aside from just, oh, maybe it's a good job, I can make some money. But what if you can do more than that? Each one of you. Life is about the choices you make, isn't it? Choices are more important. Making the right choice is more important than working hard. Everybody work hard, but does everybody get ahead? No. Okay? So what we're going to create here is an entrepreneur movement. We're going to empower people to become more than whatever they want to be. So our story 3 is a global community of entrepreneurs who are driven by purpose, love, and contribution. Now, I just wanted to say quickly about that, because if you came to me and say, Samson, in my furniture days, right? And I built the business, and then it's going down after 9/11 in the U.S. The economy started going down, right? So if you came to me at that time, Samson, your business, you need to do it with love. I said, what does that mean? Have you heard that before? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes business is too left brain. But you know what? Love is about valuing people, isn't it? And really from the heart with some empathy. That's how we can be the best in business. The best companies in the world know that. And contribution, paying forward to other people, sharing your knowledge and wisdom, yeah? And then also purpose. Purpose, you know what? Because like I said before, once we get out of lack, we got to go do what we're meant to do in life, okay? So we have 3 pillars, focus on people, purpose, and platform. I already explained all that to you. Now, the company is led by Mr. Daniel Piku. Now, when we were looking to start a company, we want somebody who has the corporate skill. We are good at creating, empowering entrepreneurs, but we're not good at running a company. We got to find somebody capable, knowledgeable in business. So we came upon Daniel. He is very successful. He actually has an extremely humble background. He came from nothing. His family situation was very difficult. He was in foster care. That's the next step to like an orphan, right? He came for that, and when he got out of that, the only person who would take him in, not his mom, but his stepfather. But one thing Daniel has, he is an extremely smart guy. Now you look at him, I joke with him, Daniel, you got the Chinese eyes here. All right. But he's a very big guy. How many of you seen Daniel? Yeah. I look tall. He's about this much taller than me. 6'5". Okay? And one thing about Daniel, he's extremely smart. He decided to do something for himself to be successful, make something of himself. He did not want to be what he was supposedly, some people would say he's destined to be a failure. He really wanted to, and he made his millions in business. But one thing about him is why he's in our industry, you know what? Because he was an entrepreneur like us. He had a rough in life, but he broke through and become success. He wanted to change other people's lives who are looking. So it's a real honor to work with him. And he's young, 44. 44 years old for a man is in their career, that's the golden age. Maybe we've learned something in our 20s and 30s and our 40s. We're ready to put all that experience to the test, okay? So we're lucky to have him. And I joke because, if he's so smart, if he was evil, he'd be like Lex Luthor, okay? But he's the opposite of light, so amazing man. So our mission is to provide platforms so entrepreneurs can what? lead a life of purpose by inspiring others to do more, be more, and what? Live more. And I call this a platform because, in a sense, this stage is a platform. But what we do on the stage is not about money. It's about what we can become on this stage of life. What we can blossom into. That is a platform. So we are already, right away, just in a few months, shipping products, doing business in all these countries. There's actually 15 countries and territories out there. And right here is Malaysia. Woohoo! Yeah! Now, I always love Malaysia also. Now, I try to learn from everybody. The only hard part to learn is all those different languages. Everybody in Malaysia is a genius. Speaks so many languages, okay? But, Southeast Asia is a hotbed of entrepreneurship. Especially, there's a huge need after the last 3 years of lockdown. More than ever before, you know what people want to do? They want to connect. Has the lockdown cost a lot? Many ways, not only financially. In people's lives. My daughter, she's 8 years old now, but when she was in kindergarten and speaking with a mask on, how can she learn from a teacher with a mask on how to speak properly, her lips, right? Yeah, many kids. And imagine the babies, if the parents have the mask on, the baby, how they going to learn to speak, right? Yeah, so it costs a lot in society. So it's a wake-up call, it's a calling to do something for humanity. So our science, well, one thing, people ask me, what product do you have? What product? You say, it's not even the product, let me tell you. First is about the science, understanding where it comes from. So that our science is based on 3 pillars, like the company name 3, yeah? So, the company actually, as of now, has established a 3 medicinal institute in Thailand to research 200 to 300 plants, looking for the secret molecule that can help our health. Is that amazing? Please give them a big hand. I'm very excited about that. This is not a company all about product, but we're actually going to do a lot of R&D. And so from there, when you go explore the world for the goodness that nature has given us, there's over 650,000 species of plants. We're just knocking on the door, okay? So from that, we create the products through a curation process. What is curation? How many of you have been to a fancy restaurant, right? Now, what's the difference between a fancy restaurant and then the local restaurant down the street? The ingredients are different, they come from different places. The chef has a special way to prepare things. And then the food that come out, chicken rice, white coffee, right? We don't have that in the US, huh? No white coffee there. But it's like we go to Ibo, right? And then the chicken rice, the little bean sprouts, very short but very thick, and you go chomp, chomp, chomp. I love that, okay? Then it's special, the ingredients are special because the old days is, acai berries is in this product. But no, it's not the acai berry. It's what molecules in it that we can pull out. You got it? So it's actually a lot more than that. And so from there, we focus on delivering it to the body through absorption technology now. We have 11 different ways to help you absorb whatever the ingredient is into the body, okay? Now, the old days is, you go to a Chinese herbalist, he has an apothecary with all the different drawers, and they crush it up, put it in a ball, medicine ball, and you take it, right? No, this is more than that. Because in life, it doesn't matter what you eat, it matters what you absorb. So, if you've taken supplement before, in the morning, it ends up in the toilet. You see it, right? You see the color, right? But I was so amazed because of the technology that was put together here. I never see it in the toilet. How many of you have used the products? Just out of curiosity. Does it work? Yes. It's crazy, right? But it's cutting edge. It's cutting edge. We're not a company that's using technology from 20, 30, 40 years ago. We're using technology that's been created in 2023. Okay? So from there, who helps to create these kind of things? With our Chief Science Officer, Dr. Dan Gubler. How many of you seen him? Is he like really excited? Wait, let me see. This is how Dr. Dan. Good morning, guys. How are you? I am Dr. Dan Gubler. Now I say that not to make fun of him, but to tell you that he's one of the most passionate scientists I've ever met. You know, he said, you know, Samson, when I eat my noodles in Hong Kong, and he speaks Chinese. When I speak Mandarin. So when I eat my noodles in Hong Kong, I'm thinking of chemistry. When I go home, take a shower, I'm thinking of chemistry. When I go hiking on the mountain, I think chemistry. No, he was inspired his grandfather, who was one of the pioneers in researching vitamins. So his grandfather had a hand in researching the vitamin B12, for example. You know, so he's crazy about it, even as a kid. And so, you know, he's a very well-known, especially on TikTok, right? 90,000 followers on TikTok. He regularly gives health tips all the time. I think all the time from his car, because every time it's from his car, right? Yeah. You seen it? Okay. Now he has a very, very impressive background. Now he got his PhD working with some Nobel Prize laureates in Colorado. But then also he did genetic research using chemistry at Caltech in Pasadena. Now those of you who don't know Caltech, in the US, if you want to do science, there are two top schools. One is MIT, which is in Boston, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. The other one is Caltech, California School of Technology. Do you know which one has more Nobel Prize winners? Caltech. So he was there doing research, but also as a professor. You know, anybody who can do that on that capacity at a world famous school of science, you know, they're smart. And so Dr. Dan, though, bless his heart, he loves people, he loves sharing science. So the way he talks, he can share the scientific ideas on a very simple level. I'm going to show you a slide later. But also, I've talked to him, and he's like going, this molecule, that molecule, I'm like, it just pew! So he can also talk on a very, very deep level with the best of the best, okay? So he helps us, and along with the scientific advisory board. So we have 7 medical doctors on a scientific advisory board to work with Dr. Dan. They all have different backgrounds. They're all MDs, but different specialty. We have eye doctor, we have emergency doctor, we have a foot doctor, we have wellness doctors, integrated medicine doctors. So they all come and talk, and they're very nerdy when they talk. You know, when the doctors get together, they'll all talk about all the science. But that's what's amazing. And let me tell you something. They believe in the science of 3 so much. You know what their salary is to be on the scientific advisory board? Zero. 100% volunteer, because look, when even doctors, you know, aside from, you know, just what they make, they really want to contribute. You know, I know many, okay? So they are amazing. Now, let's talk about wellness. How many of you want to be well rather than being sick, right? Well, wellness is the new wealth, isn't it? If you don't have wellness, you have nothing. And again, think about it. It's not just, you know, being healthy, it's being well. But well means also not only physically, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, right? You gotta be well. So our products actually cater to that. So first, I want to share with you Vitalite. I don't know why we came up with all the French name. Maybe because Daniel's last name is French, okay? So Vitalite. Now Vitalite is not a vitamin. This product is not vitamins. It contains many, many vitamins and minerals and trace minerals and formulations to help our body function at an optimal level. You know, one of the trick is that, you know, in our cells, you know, in a cell, there's actually organs like our body. So one of the organ in the cell is called mitochondria. That's the power plant. That's where the cell gets the sugar, it converts it into energy, right? Now I see some of you need some energy right now, right? Okay. So Vitality targets and feeds the mitochondria, and the mitochondria comes alive and really start kicking, like when we were young. So in a sense, it's a little bit anti-aging, right? Well, you know what happened is that, so when I first met Dr. Dan, I said, Dr. Dan, what's so good about Vitality? Oh, people feel more energy. So I didn't get it yet, right? He said, what do you mean feel more energy? Oh, we get asked often, is there caffeine in here? There's no caffeine. So through the formulation process, you can absorb this product like 80 to 90% into your body. It is amazing, okay? So next, we have a collagen. How many of you know something about collagen or collagen?
Yes.
Yes. How many of you take collagen products? Yes. Now, where do you need collagen? Skin, hair, nails, ligaments, joints. Now, so in the collagen, we have something amazing. We have 5 grams of pure, very pure marine collagen from the northern seas of Europe. Now, it's better than bovine. Bovine is from beef, or there are some products I found in Hong Kong, chicken feet. Chinese people like chicken feet. Okay, but no. But our collagen is from the northern seas of Europe, very pure. They test it. There's no chemicals or heavy metal whatsoever. So 5 grams of it, but we use a technology called liposome. You know, collagen is a very big molecule. So most of you who do not take the collagen but other brand, you can take. It takes forever to see the result because it's very hard to absorb. But our technology actually, slices up the collagen molecule, put it in a lipid, like a little ball, and use that to slide right into your cell. That's why you can absorb it. Now, how many of you have used the collagen? Have you seen any difference?
Yes.
Okay, now, we'll keep your hand raised for a second. Okay, now, whoever's sitting did not raise their hand. Look at the person that raised their hand. Look closely. Let them share with you their before-after picture, okay? But here's the other thing. You to have collagen in the skin, yes, you can intake collagen, but that's temporary. You know the best collagen is the collagen that your body makes. Now, as we get older, our body makes less and less collagen. So we actually have formulations in there to jumpstart your body to make more collagen again. And that's the collagen that's more permanent. Would you like that?
Yes.
Yes. I know people look at me, hey, Samson, your head is so shiny. You still have collagen? I say, yes. Not bad at 54, right? Okay. All right. So now to fight aging, how many of you want to be 18 again? Woo! Okay, I'm gonna bring somebody up later. He's gonna show you his picture. He turned 18, okay? No, but as we age, our body really needs help. We absorb less, our digestive system is not as well, right? We absorb less, we get less nutrition, our cells slow down, maybe your DNA let me tell you something funny, because most people don't know, but your body, it renews almost every single cell in the body every 7 years. So you're almost like a new you every 7 years. But the thing is, as the cell copy, it makes mistakes. So later, the older the cell, the more the code, the DNA is a little bit wiggly here and there, then our cells, the new cells, don't perform as well. So we need help. Now, I'm going to tell you a little scientific fact because I talked to some doctors, actually some really world famous doctors once in a while. And they say, Samson, you know what's amazing? A couple of years ago, they found that there's a backup copy in your cell for your original DNA. Did you know that? It is life-changing. Because nowadays, they can actually turn your skin cell from however old you are back to age 0. The fountain of youth is still out there, okay? So it's many things gonna change in the next 5 to 10 years in medicine and science because of this fact. So, but what we do here with the Eternal is we put in compounds and antioxidants that's necessary for us to stay young. So for example, resveratrol is a well-known molecule from skin of red grape and grape seeds, and that it actually turns on a set of genes called sirtuin genes that slows aging. You know, there's a Harvard professor, Dr. David Sinclair, in 2002. He found that out and published it around the world. And over the years, many doctors and scientists challenged him, but he was able to defend his paper. And it actually works. So once these sirtuin genes turns on, resveratrol is the key that turns it on. Your cells start to protect itself from aging. It is amazing. So we put 200 milligrams of that, 95% bioavailable. You can absorb that like crazy. So resveratrol known to promote healthy blood sugar level, cardiovascular health, circulation, and many, many things. Again, on a cellular level, on a DNA level. Okay? Now, along with that, it has glutathione. Anybody know about glutathione? It's the mother of all antioxidant that your body make. But as we get older, it makes less and less and less of it, and we start to age even more rapidly. We have that along with CoQ10, which is a very powerful molecule to help us stay young and anti-inflammatory, etc. So, and then also it does have a little bit of collagen in it too, marine collagen, just like the big collagen. Okay, so this is a powerful product. The Revive, for those of you who exercise, if you want to recoup, Revive helps a lot. It has liposomal curcumin to slow the inflammation. And like for me, when I travel, you know, in the plane, you know, your body kind of swell up. When I travel, 4 a day. Yeah. And I'm on my feet a lot. Well, I mean, look, if we have any aches and pains, this is a lifesaver. It helps with discomfort, all right? Purify is amazing. I mean, if I was going to take any product to start the system, is a Purify for detox. Is detox important? Yes, because that's your body that's how your body is designed. You're designed to intake food, right? And take the nutrients, apply it, function, get energy, repair, and then you release the waste, right? So your body needs detox. But the problem is, well, like me, I like to eat out a lot. I need to detox a lot, right? So, but also the air, the water. I don't know how it is in Malaysia, but in the United States, they spray the weather modification chemicals in the sky. So when you test for aluminum in the air, there's a lot of aluminum compared to maybe 20 years ago. So like we need to detox all the time. You know, the other day I was talking to somebody, oh, they're from Malaysia, but they used to work in the oil industry. Or they are working in the oil industry. And yeah, detox, okay? So the way to take this, you know, it detoxes the liver, lungs, colon, kidney, and skin. Take 4 the first day, 3 the second day, 2, and then 1, okay? You know, if you need a little bit more, you know, 2 a day. A friend of mine, actually Keena's husband, Johnson, he started taking it, you know, his tummy shrank. He lost a lot of bloat. So, you know, if you take it, right, Keena? He was so happy, he starts sending the picture of his belly all over the world. How many of you seen it? Yeah! I tell Johnson, your belly is famous. Can I get an autograph? Can I get a picture with your belly? No, okay, too much information. Okay, so the immune is also amazing, especially after the pandemic. We're all very aware of how we need a healthy immune system. You know, your gut is 80 to 90% of your immune system. So you gotta have a healthy gut. You know, for people who get sick all the time, their immune system is not very good. So the immune helps a lot, but also there's technology in there where it stops the bacteria or virus from talking to each other, to have coming together to create, you know, a more severe condition. So if you feel anything, take the immune right away. So my wife, you know, tell me when I travel, you gotta bring this a lot. Okay. So, but in a sense, you know, these products, you know, and they're formulated the way they're formulated they formulated it like pharmaceutical products, okay? But this is nutraceutical. But the way they did it, Dr. Dan did it, it is truly amazing, where we absorb it. So, because all the credibility, we even have clinical studies cited in a dossier for each of those products. So if you have people who are very skeptical or very scientific, don't worry, send them the dossier, let them take a look. Let them know that it's in the PDR. The PDR stands for the Physician's Desk Reference. Now, if you were a doctor in America, and actually many doctors around the world, they know what the Physician's Desk Reference is. When you go see a doctor, they're gonna ask you, oh, how you doing, how you feeling, what does it hurt, what's wrong? So they're trying to diagnose you. Well, after a few questions, say, okay, give me a minute, then they leave the room, they go to the office, they open the Physician's Desk Reference, they go, okay, this symptom, that, oh, we can use this drug in the PDR. And then they go back, oh, Michelle, here, let me write you a prescription, this is what you need. That's what the PDR does. So anything in the PDR, the people that publish it, they have to vet everything, don't they? They have to look at all the clinical study, is this what it is? Then they will put it in the PDR. So actually, all 6 of our products are in the PDR. Woo! We just started in February. Can you imagine? But we have amazing momentum with the science. So now this slide is from Dr. Dan. Remember about him being able to tell the story, a very relatable story? So he's saying, look, in 3, this is not 6 products, it's actually 1 product. Because your body is like the house. Foundation is the vitality. It's nutritional to supplement from all the lack of nutritional foods that we eat. Or too much processed food, or the food doesn't have enough trace minerals, So that's the foundation. And then the collagen is the outside, right? We all want to look good on the outside, repair, right? And then the roof, because sometimes you have rain, hail, thunder, whatever, rain on you, trying to destroy your cell, and we want to prevent that with Eternal, to stay young looking, right? And then we have revived the internals of a body, which inflammation is causes for most ailments, right? Next, we have the purify. We need to take out the trash. It's very simple. Right here. And of course, the immune is like a guard dog, right? It guards against disease. Now, does that make sense to you? Yes. Thank you, Dr. Dan. Okay, but anyway, I just want to let you know, we are the top company, and not only the distributor, but the corporate people, they are so passionate in what they're doing. Last time there was an event in Singapore. I called they want me to speak, right? But it's like 3 a.m. in the morning. I said to our GM, Keith Tang, Keith, I probably can I'm gonna call Dr. Dan and see if he can do the Zoom for you guys, all right? So Dr. Dan, I talked to Dr. Dan, he said, oh yeah, no problem, Samson, I'd love to. But I said, Dr. Dan, it's going to be like 1 a.m. your time, is that okay? He said, yeah, no problem, I love it. Is Singapore? Yes. He used to live in Singapore for a couple of years. So I said, wow, thank you, Dr. Dan. That's the type of executives that are in 3. It's really amazing. It's never no, they're always so happy and they do whatever to help us, okay? Now,